And we're live.
All right, ready? Okay, ready? We go like this. We start out like this. We'll be like, hey Cheryl. Hey Matt Axelrod. Hey Hamlin. Hey Marisol. Oh look, it's John Ward, right? That's how every month goes like that. And then I go like this. What's up, Brotherhood members only? It's the Roundtable. So check this out. We're at the camp here. We just got done. These guys just killed it. They just killed it. We've been going since 10 o'clock this morning, and it is now 6:30 at night. Everybody had like 2-minute breaks. There were 12 classes, and now we're on to the round table. So the topic today is going to be parting wings, and I will be your first presenter. So for this, I'm going to have John can stand up here. So parting wings is a defense against a 2-hand push, so he's going to come at me, and I'm going to drop back here. Now when I do this, I can shoot it with the palm heel and then the knife hand, and I'm going to drop this down. I'm going to fire this in here. So that's just the base. So what do you have? You have 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? Now I just want to say 2 things about this. Number 1, I've seen people talk about whether your hand should go like this, whether your hand should go like this. But I'll be honest with you, the way that I've seen that I like the most is actually a cross like this. So here's the idea. When I actually, thank you, I'm gonna, Saul, if I could use you for this. So if I'm here with Saul, you're gonna do the technique and I'm gonna push. The nice part about this is number 1, as you catch this together, it helps you propel you back in the position when the guy's coming at you. But the other thing is when you stay in tight, if I come at Brian, just do the first move. When I push and I'm here, he can clear out. Or if I push in tighter, because of the position of his hands, here, he can clear out as well. And then the only other thing I'll say about this is when you do this, you want to make sure, I've seen some people, not just back up for a sec, so I've seen some people just go like this and hold it here, okay? There really is a value to having your hands stacked here, okay? And the value to having your hands stacked is when I'm coming at Brian and I go to push him, he's going to drop back. I'm expecting him to catch my balance. So when I start to fall, I'm going to try and hold on. If his hands are staggered, okay, he's going to be a little sturdier for when I go to grab, as opposed to if his hands are in here, they could collapse and they could cause trouble. So there's my time.
While I'm up, should I just continue the riff?
All right, Saul.
I'm just going to continue the theme.
Go, Saul.
Continue the theme from what we did earlier. We talked about different patterns in the universal pattern and how you can pull out all the different techniques. So I'm just going to stick with that. When we talk about parting wings, there's like 9,000 other techniques that are parting wings, right? We did one during class today. We did detour from tomb. Is this really any different than parting wings? It's the same pattern. All right, so you can look at that. You could also look at calming the storm. It's parting wings on the other side. There's so many different patterns that you can use, but look for those repetitive patterns. So you got detour from doom. You got calming the storm. I mean, I'm sure you guys can come up with about 3 or 4 others, but I'm just going to throw that there because I know we're limited on time and pass it to
Don Fro.
Yeah, Gigliotti. Boom.
All right, welcome. What a great day here. You should have been here if you weren't. But,
Get over here.
so our version in the IKCA is called splitting lances. Okay, it starts off the same way. I'm stepping back, put both my blocks up as the push comes in, and I create a nice line. So I'm going right from that block right through to the face. And as I do, I'm going to step in, get a little bit of backup mass. I got a little bit back up there, right? I'm going to cross, and then a nice high elbow, and a check hand at the end. Right, Bill? Bill, come on in. Okay, so my good friend here, Bill, he's going to give me the push. Coming in, 1. I'm going through, 1, and then right in here. Then I can season the taste at the end. Do a leg takedown and all of that stuff. Okay? Thank you, guys. Thank you.
Chris. All right, it's a great honor to be on the round table. It's an amazing day today. We've been at it. And congratulations, Master Sibora. Hey! Okay, so as far as parting wings. He's coming at me, so the most important thing is I'm gonna cover, okay? So as he's coming in, I'm gonna do it in slow motion. This is the area that I'm gonna strike, right underneath the ulnar, and lift up his arms up, and then from there, you see this? Right there, this fits perfect. So I'm gonna hit him, and then I'm gonna grab the skin that he got in there to help me to pull. As I pull, he's gonna go right into his throat. So one more time, ready, and go. One, and then as I pull the skin, he's gonna go right into his throat, drop him down, and then from there, lift him up, adjust his height, lift, hasta la vista, baby. Thank you very much.
Just one main concern that I have when people are doing this one is this move right here. If you were to just say, leaning against the door where there's all this weight and I'm on the other side, and I open the door, what's going to happen? He's going to fall face first right into me. So it's important that you turn that and get that right into the floor as a nice bracing angle. So we'll go this way. So he comes in with a push, I'm here. Boom! And again, when I first learned this, we stopped it here. Yeah. But then I was training with guys that went on to that, and I kind of got stuck doing that. So I'll push you. Yeah. Or give it a shot. Yeah. Now, if you want to look at the relationships, we're solved. All right. So we have first move 1. All right, back it up. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. So what was that? Little circles of taps. We can add one more to the step back so I can get in there. All right. So where do we go? 1, 2, 3, 4. And a little flipping the storm. And with that, I will send it
back to
Angelo!
Back to Angelo!
California.
At the undisclosed location.
Ooh, Dad. Okay, so let me put those right there. All right, can I borrow Mr. Yes, sir. Okay, you guys presented everything. I'm not going to get into that. I'm going to also share something, the positive and the negative. My take on this is, what is the intent of the push? Okay? Normally in my life, guys that are going to push me around are going to be this size, or this size, or the big guys. So when he pushes me, if you notice when somebody makes contact with the push, their hands are not fully extended. Their hands are very close to you, so it's really difficult. And if he's really intending to push me. Okay?
Bye-bye.
That was hard. No, you were about to say, like, hey man, what's going on? I'm falling backwards. I don't have a chance to settle. I don't have a chance to block, and I don't have a chance to hit. So what I come up with is the little man version of that. Is when he pushes me, I'm going to jump back, and I'm going to use, and he's going to continue coming at me because he's after me. He's going to push me, and he's going to continue to come at me. Correct? So I want you to come back this way, push me, and he push me. Now, as he continues to come, I settle, and now from here, I deliver my first shot. So I don't have to do this anymore because it's gone, okay? So when he pushes me, he pushes, boom, he keeps going, wow. From here, I can go into whatever I'm going to go into, but it keeps me balanced, and then I can fire from there. Does that make sense, everybody? So if you're small and somebody's really intending on pushing you, you're going to go flying backwards with your upper body behind you. So you have to catch yourself in order to settle. If he's just going to do this to me, then fine, okay? So remember, how you start your technique will depend on how you finish it. If you don't start it right, you can't finish it anyway. I think a couple of instructors pointed on that. So that's my take on being small.
Yeah.
Thank you guys.
All right. So I'm just going to do one little thing here. Here's what I like to do on this baby. So when Brian comes in, boom. So here, because just like what Angelo just said, they keep coming. You know what I'm saying? They're coming in. They're not going, right? They're generally coming in. So with that being said, we go here and we use our rear hand first, which might not be quick enough if you think about it. So for me, I like to go bam, bam, and then now you can do everything from there. So for me, I prefer, and I've seen people, when we go here, I've seen people do the insert here, the slice the eye. That's fine, nothing wrong with that. I just feel like, I feel more comfortable, boom, like putting like a stiff arm in football. And then I'm controlling his depth here, and then I'm boom, boom, boom. So for me, here, throw that up there real quick, just like a stiff arm, and then you can finish the technique any way you want to do it. All right.
All the way from Barcelona.
Okay. The first thing, we don't forget the King of Canada. Okay, Martin Witz. So this is the first thing. I think a lot of to my students to come here, please. Un aplauso para ellos. El guapo y el malo y el feo. Martin wins, okay? We are trying to do, he step back, he continue the second move. You can check the hand. The hand when he are working, okay, uno. He are working, he go in this way, okay? So need to be careful with the shoulder, because if you are doing this, you can break the shoulder. So you need to do in the long forward 1, 1, 2, 2, okay? Yes? This is the form, basic. All the time. 1, 2, 3, okay, perfect. Then we continue to do the principle, okay? Siguiente, ¿no? Yes, this is tour, okay? Where we learn this move in the form, no? When you do this, okay, the body is in this side, the feet is in this side. So when you are doing this, we are doing all the time the base is in the form, okay? And we finish, Laura? No, it's the same thing. You know to do in Alumar, por favor. Repítelo, por favor, para que le fale. One, esté bien, esté mal, esté bien. At the other time, if you hit, Alumar, if you move, if you are the gap here, you are the same problem when you are hitting in this way. You can have a head here, okay? So you need to close and you repeat long forward 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay? It's very easy. That's it all. Thank you so much.
When I think about parting wings, I think about 1980 at an Ed Parker seminar in Philadelphia, where he went over this and he put in the compounds. All right, so Brian, so compounding this, you've seen this already. This is a compounded move here. This is a compound. Whoops. Uniform. Did you see that? Well, wait a minute, hold on. That's the front left. That's a grip and ruin my presentation.
Damn uniform.
Delayed short. Right, all right, okay. Short one. Mr. Parker called this nipping the tip. He came down and caught the, as you moved in and hit with the punch. You actually use that term. But what I wanted to, thank you, Brian. What I want to tell you guys is how I got to that seminar. We were with Mr. Parker the day before in Delaware, and I showed up, and my sensei was standing there with Mr. Parker, and they were putting his bags into my sensei's car, Pat Caputo, and his car didn't lock. So Pat said to me, "Can we put Mr. Parker's bags in the car?" I said, "Sure." I had this Pontiac Le Mans, we put bags in the car. Mr. Parker and myself and Pat walk into the seminar, have a great seminar, I leave. I go out with my buddies, because it's like 19, I don't know, I'm 20-something years old. still living at home. I come home. My dad goes, Pat's been calling me all goddamn night. Something about some Mr. Parker's bags. I'm like, whoa! I drove away with Mr. Parker's bags. Of course, I'm freaking out. Find out he's in Philly the next day. Call my buddy Robbie, who I tested for black belt with. We go up there, and I'm stopping Robbie the whole time from trying to go through the bag. Like, he's going to know you went through the bag. So anyway, we get up there, present the bag to Mr. Parker. He's like, I knew there'd be no problem with you guys. And then Robbie tells Mr. Parker, by the way, do you know that so-and-so, I won't use the name, who was a 3rd-degree black belt, who's walking around with a 6 now? Mr. Parker went, let me tell you something. The guy's a weasel. I don't like. He went off. We just stepped back. Mr. Parker thundered. He's like, oh, he calls up here. Not even my wife does that. I'm like, okay, Mr. Parker. So anyway, I would have never went to that seminar if I had not ended up with Mr. Parker's bags in my car. So, there you go. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
The King of Canada. Don't forget, today is whose birthday?
Ed Parker.
Whose birthday? We'll see. Okay, my take on pretty much everybody's covered what I wanted to show, but my take is that kind of elaborating on what Mark just said a little while ago. Let me see, I'll use Angelo. Come over here. Okay. Oh shit. So like Angela says, nobody's gonna be going walking around like this, okay? So they're gonna come up. So as it comes in and pushes, you take it back. Go ahead and push. You go on it. Now you can use insert all you want. The guide about this is dropping it down, right down the bottom. Taking this hand here and pushing down. And then as you do that, simultaneously turn it to that forward, go boom, and drop it. That's it.
You don't want to.
First
of all, thank you so much for having me. There's lots of places we can go, but we would play on this. I would like to rate Mr. Onpro. That's the way I was taught it since the 70s too. There's lots of stuff going on there with duels and category completions on your double hand swords on the inside of the arms. One on this would be defying the storm, opposite side outside the arm. So this is the inside of both arms with your double knife hand stuff. This relates it. When you get to here, it's just one of the rules. You have a strong weapon loaded. Also follow your own rotation. Follow your opponent's rotation, follow yours. So just to relate just this, when you get to here, this is just, again, the biggest master technique of the system. It's just thrust and salute, only it's different because it's thrust and salute with a duel. With medium range, short range, and you finish it, thrust and salute. Okay, so all I want to do is, we talk about the 7 things you do the techniques, and my teacher teaches this. The 2 most important ones is elites and alters, because you make the technique better and finish it stronger and faster and more brutal. So I like to do it this way. Since we're talking about thrust and salute, he comes in with a push, and from there I go into thrust and salute, triggered salute. Okay. Pass it over the top, glance and salute, and go all here, salute. That's it.
Hey!
From the undisclosed location.
So my take on this is going off a little bit of range and also the precursor to the setup. I'm gonna shoot.
Oh, daddy.
Pops in here.
Go, daddy.
So where your hands are can kind of tell the person where you want them to go with the push. If I'm out here, where's he gonna push? Or down the middle, right? So I want him to get those shoulders available. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna kind of keep this posture more of a ready position. So when that push comes, he's got one option, right? Coming to the shoulders. Okay, so just addressing that, I'm also going to address range a little bit. We talked about a big guy coming in. Sometimes you get a little jammed up here, okay, because they're coming in so fast. So from here, from this position, you're in that ready position. As they come in with that push, we're gonna take a little bit of a triggered salute action and hollow ourselves out. A little bowl in the matador, let them go through. So as that comes, hot, we're catching here. So now we're still parting, we're still taking our step here, but we're catching here. Now notice we're still a little jammed here to shorten your weapon. Hot, dropping back down. Hot, boom, and then you're coming back in. So all together, you're boom, whap, elbow, pop, and then kick. So just a close range and that little precursor.
Beautiful.
Get them to throw the push to the outside.
Beautiful.
Boom.
Lorenzo, there's a call from Barcelona to Miami, calling a guy. He owns the best Kenpo restaurant in South Beach. Cabon's restaurant. My special request for
Cabon's Beach Pie.
Mr. Tony Kenpo.
Lorenzo. First off, I don't teach this too much because I treat if you've got two lines coming in, so if you pushed with two lines coming in, I would just do something else. I wouldn't do that because I'm an old man and I don't want to get caught in the middle of this and this guy's going to wrap me up and I haven't got the strength to fight a young guy. Okay? So I do like what Mr. Miller was talking about. So as he comes in, coming in here, and then you can and then pop it in. And that would be
Awesome.
how I would do that. So thank you, sir. Appreciate it.
And then finally,
I don't even know how much more I can add to any of that, which is, you know, well, you guys, awesome. Give them a big hand. All right, let me go, Jason, come on up here. Okay, so for parting wings, one of the things that we have to address is obviously the power principle coming from the rear hand. Okay, somebody just mentioned that this could be jammed up. So as he comes in, as I part right here, okay, I cut that circle. Don't bring it all the way back here and then hit, because then you would be jammed up. Okay, so as he comes in, I block here, and the strike that I throw right here to slow down his forward momentum is by thrusting it forward. Okay, so to get power for that heel palm, you know, pinch your pinky and thumb together like that, and shoot more of a thrust. And if you're lucky enough, this could also protect you from his headbutt, like Lorenzo was teaching earlier with the headbutt. Headbutt works great. All right, so we go here, boom, and we come back to the throat. I can stay here and punch right into the bladder rather than retracting my hand and then go to the solar plexus. Okay, so I can break down and hit as we do traditionally, or I can just chop and then bam, right into the bladder, and this will make him wet his pants like that. And I have done it before. Anyway, another option that we have is the chop itself. That first move, like Monty was saying, was to grab skin right here as you do that. I like to go up a little higher, right into the muscle right here. So you go here and grab onto that, and then just pop it right out. Okay. What else? I mean, you can stay on the high line. This goes here, and that goes there, and then come back down.
Yes, sir.
Okay. That's it. Pretty simple.
everybody up all together?
Quick pass the mic. Quick pass the mic down the line.
All right, instructors, line up right here and salute out. Let's go. And then we're done. Then we can take pictures. All right, guys, once again, thank you for tuning in, and thank you to all these people coming from all over the place to support us, and that was a blast. 10th anniversary. 10 years. We're
10 years!
All right, salute. Have a great day. Bye.
All right. You guys killed it. Yo, you guys killed it.